Hey guys, it's Maddie, and today we have episode number 24 of 10 Things You Didn't Know About. In today's video, we will be featuring a few fun facts about the widely known and well-loved white trucks. But before we get started, this video was made possible by our online chrome shop, jaxchromeshop.com. Be sure to stop by the site and sweep through our selection of sales, including sweet new billet pedals for 15% off. And remember, folks, if your rig don't shine, you don't know jack. Number 1. Although once well known as the White Sewing Machine Company, White's steamer saw huge success subsequent to its release and separated White Motors as a major manufacturer. This success was further solidified in 1907 when the 26th President Theodore Roosevelt allowed the Secret Service to use the car behind his horse-drawn carriage, and again in 1909 when 27th President William Taft selected the steamer model as the official presidential automobile. In fact, President Taft purchased the then $4,000 vehicle, one of the last built by the company, which quickly proved a favorite of the president, who took great pleasure in using the bursts of steam against pesky press photographers. Number 2. When World War I broke out in 1914, White Motors' hometown of Cleveland, Ohio, was the 6th largest city in the States at the time, with many moving across the country and all over the world in hopes to get involved within the ever-growing manufacturing industry. This catapulted the company's success, allowing them to pump up production of converted civilian vehicles into military models and eventually serve as one of the main manufacturers of military makes and models during the First World War, including over 18,000 1 to 3 ton standardized Class A Army trucks. Number 3. Following the First World War, White was one of the world's largest truck manufacturers, which led to the difficult decision of discontinuing their car production to focus fully on their truck and bus businesses. Unfortunately, the unexpected onset of the Great Depression took a terrible toll on trucks as a whole, but White wasn't backing down from everything they had worked so hard to build up. Instead, they trudged onward and took multiple truck manufacturers with them through a series of major mergers, starting with Indiana Trucks and later Studebaker. These mergers would only be the beginning of a slew of smaller companies snatched up by White, which had their hands in maybe the most manufacturing companies ever, including Autocar, Diamond T, Freightliner, Rio, Sterling, Volvo, and Western Star. Number 4. Speaking of merging with other manufacturers, White's perhaps most famous and well-known merger with Freightliner would make for their longest relationship, lasting well over 25 years, officially beginning in 1951 and ending in 1977. Oddly, the combined new company would only create cabovers for the primary portion of their production run, with the very first White Freightliner conventional cab WFC 120 rig released in 1974, only 3 years prior to White and Freightliner's split. After the business breakup, the so-called WFC 120 White Freightliner Conventional was quickly changed to be called the FLC 120 for Freightliner Conventional 120-inch bumper-to-back of cab. Number 5. Almost 15 years after releasing their very first cab-over engine rig in 1935, White would feature their first flat-floored, forward-control cab-over with the very futuristic Super Power 3000 series in 1949. This cool new cab-over came equipped with a setback power plant and a novel platform which made use of a motorized tilting cab system that could completely tilt the cab in less than 30 seconds at the simple turn of a key. The 3000 series saw both gasoline and diesel engines debut, But gasoline engine models quickly gained popularity due to the diesel variant facing many engine cooling issues. This forward control cabover design was further followed up 10 years later in 1959 with the even fancier and more futuristic-looking launch of the 5000 series. These 5000 series saw significant improvements to the above-mentioned engine cooling issues by including standardized diesel power plants. Number 6. Despite the successful launch of the 5000 series, the start of the new 1960s decade saw a drop in sales and deepening debt for White, who decided to try a different approach to trucking with the premiere of the polarizing pair of massive 7000 series cabover models, along with the miniature 1500 series compact cabover engines sporting severely shortened bumper-to-back-of-cab lengths of only 74 inches. However, the 7000 series was largely seen as a cheaper, knockoff version of the White Freightliner cabover engine models also being made around this time, earning it a slew of several rather politically incorrect nicknames, as the short and stubby 1500 series saw very short-lived success in cities and suburban areas. Number 7. In 1966, White would introduce their innovative new 4000 series conventional cab trucks, dubbed the White Giesels, due to their daring gasoline-converted diesel engines, which were based on a Cummins design and ultimately considered a failure that was quickly changed to adopt standard diesel engines from companies such as Cummins, Cat, and Detroit Diesel. The Giesels were followed by the launch of White's new Canadian Western Star Company's cult classic 4900 conventional model the next year in 1967, which were largely launched to lure in the West Coast market. Number 8. Largely credited as the brains behind classic car creations such as the early 60s Pontiac Bonnevilles, the mid-60s Chevy Supersport Chevelles, as well as the Boss 302 and Boss 429 Mustang models, to name a few, Bunky Knudsen, son of longtime GM president and former Ford president in his own right, is also credited for briefly bringing White back to life throughout the 70s decade by debuting the new line of truck models, which included the White Road Boss, the White Road Commander, and the White Road Expeditor. Number 9. The first and second generation of road rigs were released throughout the 70s and eventually evolved into the White GMC family the following decade. In addition, the two more popular of the three main models, the White Road Boss and the White Road Commander, as well as their latter second series White Road Boss 2 and White Road Commander 2 trucks, were also associated with the all-new auto cars coming out around this same time. In fact, the Road Commander 2 truck in particular used the same tapered door styles seen across the entire White lineup, as well as on many auto car and Western Star makes and models. Number 10. Sadly, White declared bankruptcy in 1980, and after being bought by Volvo, a new venture under the Volvo White Truck Corporation would continue to sell vehicles under the White nameplate as high cabovers, while White's Canadian Western Star Truck division continued quote-unquote independently, although some Volvo Whites were rebadged as Western Star cabovers for sale in Canada. A little later on into the 80s, Volvo White would merge again, this time with General Motors, as the Volvo GM Heavy Truck Corporation, producing vehicles under the White GMC branding, using essentially the exact same setup as the previously known White semi-tractors. Eventually, after Volvo bought General Motors out of their joint venture, in 1997, the White nameplate was permanently retired, with a renowned reputation for some of the most revolutionary rigs ever built. Thank you so much for watching our 10 things you didn't know about White trucks. Before you leave, make sure you like the video, check out the other videos on our channel, and subscribe. We have finally reached our goal of 20,000 subscribers, so thank you all so much for your support for the show. Next stop, 50K. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything else you'd like to talk to us about, please be sure to tune in to the live podcast, The Chrome Corner, Wednesdays at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time, and join Dave and Maddie as they answer viewers' questions and discuss all things Chrome. If you'd like to stay up to date with the new projects we have coming, please follow us at Jack's Chrome Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Be sure to buy your big rig the best chrome for your home with some beautiful brand new billet pedals for 15% off on our website at jackschromeshop.com. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next week, and remember guys, if your rig don't shine, you don't know Jack.